Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Had a phone call. So remember, you want to work your body, work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Up, 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 up. The incline creates the resistance. The incline creates the resistance. And we're going to go back down. You can go slowly down. You can go ahead and boom, boom, boom. Pull those knees up and make your way on back down. But do what's best for you. Work according to your fitness level, not anybody else's, because you can't work according to somebody else's fitness level. You want to work your body, work your body. Don't overexert your body. Work your body, work your body. Don't overexert your body. Work your body, work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. Okay? Work your body, work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body, and listen to yourself. Listen to yourself and be honest with yourself. How do you sound? If you choose to walk and talk, there are great reasons for that. The talking doesn't really offer a benefit, but it lets you know. It lets you know a lot as it relates to your fitness level. So sometimes we need to just walk, okay? Sometimes we need to just walk. Even though those who are in great shape, sometimes they just choose to walk, right? Because walking is the most important component to it all. The movement, the moving. Work your body, work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. Work your body, work your body. Don't overexert your body, okay? Work your body, work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. Work your body, work your body. Don't overexert your body. Trying to compete where you don't compare. That sounds a little smart, but then again, it's a lot smarter, okay? It's the truth. You should never do things that you are not conditioned to do. Anything that you're doing, make sure that you are conditioned to do what you're doing, okay? Make sure that you're conditioned to do what you're doing. Ladies, let's incorporate some resistance training, some weight training. Tone up those arms, tone up that upper body. Get those abs in check for as much as you can. Because you know, sometimes the fittest people, the fittest, is that the word? The fittest. The most fit people. Fittest, is this what? F-I-T-E-S-T? They have areas that are just hard. Those who are really, really fit often still have areas that are hard, you know? Hard to get under control sometimes. So just if you know that your problem area is the abdominal area, the hip area, the leg area, the bust area. Sometimes you're gonna hold your weight up there. Sometimes people are top heavy, and even when they lose weight, those areas are bountiful, right? That's okay. That's okay. If you've lost the weight, sometimes you're just gonna have that area that's just kind of hard to lose. Okay? It's not meant to be lost. It's only meant to be lost to a certain degree. You may have a little pudge. Whether you have kids or not, you may have a tummy. You may have those hips. Okay? Don't blame it on the kids. Don't blame it on the kids. Okay? Now, when it comes to that tummy area, those abdominals, yeah, we get a break. Okay? We get a break. But sometimes I see people with 5, 6, 7 kids, and they tight, y'all. They got it together. Now sometimes that's genetics. They don't exercise at all. Sometimes it's exercise. Sometimes it's exercise. Okay? Sometimes it's that commitment to eating properly and to exercise. And sometimes throw good genetics up in there where they can slim down, and it's that metabolism. So don't be discouraged. And I know if you see someone, don't envy them. You never know. They probably worked hard at getting their body. Like I said, they could have 5, 6, 7, 8 kids and look tight and fit and trimmer than somebody with no kids or 1 child, 2 kids. It boils down to genetics, hard work and dedication, body type, okay, and commitment. So stop trying to compete where you don't compare. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Do what you can to get into the best shape that you can be in. Get to a place where you're in the best shape possible for you. And not just strangers or classmates or friends, sometimes siblings. You can have siblings. One sibling may have it all together. The bomb.com, they may be in the best shape. They may look like it. You can tell physically they're in the best shape, or at least their physique. But your physique may be a little, I say you have little spots where you would like to work on. That's okay. Work as hard as you can. Set your goals. Set your short-term goals. Set your long-term goals. And work on those goals. Sometimes you'll even start to see some of your long-term goals come to fruition before you see the short-term goals come to fruition. So, people are different. It's just genetics. And yes, you can be whole sisters and brothers, and one of you have a physique that's amazing, and the other one, and they don't have to do anything, and the other one may have to work like a dog. Okay? So it's just still genetics, because one of you may have taken after your mother, the other after the father, or whatever. So it's genetics, it's your metabolism. Age plays a part, because with age, that metabolism kind of goes down. But if you're a very active person and you're thinking, oh, my metabolism is fine. My metabolism is fine. I'm always moving. Hey, it may be, but it's still harder to burn for some people. It's harder to burn those calories for some people. So your physique, your shape, going to boil down to genetics, age, gender, metabolism, and your dedication to hard work. Consistency is key. And remember that everybody is not the same. What do we say over here? M&M. Moderation and modification. And when I say moderation, that can even boil down to exercises. There are some exercises that aren't good for everybody. Right? Remember? There are some exercises that aren't good for everybody. For everybody's body. There are some things, some activities that aren't good for everybody's body. So make sure that when you come up with a plan, when you and your healthcare provider, your healthcare team, when you formulate a plan, they're going to work on a plan that's conducive to you being a better you, right? Once they let you go, and you keep moving, you keep going, you keep moving, and you keep going. They're going to come up with a plan, a schedule, a routine, a regimen that is best for you. And in that plan, they're going to have exercises that they want you to do. And they're going to also list those exercises that you can use in case you need to modify. In case you need to modify. In case you need to modify. It's all about modification and moderation. There'll be some exercises that you can do, but instead of doing 10 per set or 12, honestly, I don't know where this 10 came from. I'm old school. It's always been like 12, but there may be a pull this heel, pull this heel, pull this heel, pull this heel, pull this heel. See, you don't let the heel pull you. You pull the heel. You pull the heel, and you create more resistance than the heel is giving you, even going down, working other muscles as you go down. All right, it's not just about the incline. It's about how you tackle the incline. We're going to lunge up. Lunge up. If your knees are not good, do not do this, okay? Hey, Jill. Hey, Lance Prime Chat. I'm cooking and recording, but I have you on her. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. We're going to walk up. We're going to lunge up. See, we're going to go back down. Working other muscles. We're going to slowly go down, right? Slowly go down, just like we lunged up. That's what incline is supposed to do. Incline in itself, it creates resistance. But you've got to know how to tackle that to create more. And we go up. We go up. We go up. It ain't easy either. All right? It ain't easy. Now we got to go back down the same way we came up. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. You've got to mix it up. You've got to trick your body. Just because you're doing something that may be a little bit different, you got to make sure that it's different enough to trick your body. Work other muscles. Work those muscles that you don't know you have. Okay? Jill says you're welcome. Okay, thank you, Jill. What are you cooking? If you're still on, what are you cooking? I know you're cooking something good. So, you walk on the platform, you get some rest, and you go up this hill. Boom, boom. Lunge up, lunge up, lunge up, lunge up. Pull, 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 pull. Make it be about something. Make it count. All right? And you see we're still talking, right? But you don't have to if you can't. You're going back down. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Work your body. Work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. Work your body. Work your body. Don't overexert your body. See, y'all don't know who's been in the military. Y'all don't know who plays sports. You don't know who were gymnasts. Stop trying to compete where you don't compare. Compete with you. Compete with the person you were yesterday. All right? The day before. The week before. The month before. The year before. I know people who say they are in better shape today than they were at 20 because they just decided to be. They decided to be. Okay? It's about commitment, hard work, dedication to the task. Commitment, hard work, and dedication to the task. All right? So we switch it up a little bit because we walk and talk, but we don't become complacent with just walking. Kind of like our people becoming complacent with the rights that we were afforded. When you become so complacent with it and you don't change it up a little bit, you stop seeing progress. You stop seeing progress. So I don't do much of my heel workouts on here, but today I'm on a little bit early. I'm on some low heels. So we're doing a little bit of our heel inclinations, Okay? A little bit of the hill inclinations. You want to not just go up, the incline creates resistance. But the more you do it, you got to talk over this wind, okay? Right? We got to work those lungs. Talk over that wind. I know that wind is still annoying, okay? It's hitting that phone, but we've got to talk over that wind, okay? With the grace of God, if you can talk over that wind, talk over that wind. The walking and talking doesn't just, it's not said because it's cute. It's said because it shows a plethora of things about your fitness level, okay? All right? When you're hitting that incline, it's not just to burn extra calories. It's to target other muscle groups that you don't target on flat ground, okay? So, again, don't do anything that you hear me say or do. If you do, you do so at your own risk. Always consult, contact, converse, communicate with, have conversations with your primary healthcare provider, right? And that could be any combination of those people that I named. So a lot of times people just say, oh, I talked to my doctor. Did you talk to your therapist? Have you had an injury in the past? Maybe you had therapy for like 6 weeks, gotten okay enough for them to release you, and you want to try something new. Talk to your therapist, right? Y'all, the wind feels so good. It's bad around my neck though. Talk to your therapist and your doctor. You know, talk to as many members of your healthcare team that you need to. All right? All right? And what do we say? Your doctor, if he's not there, you can't get in touch with him. His certified registered nurse practitioner, his RN, his physical therapist, his PA. And if you can't get any of them, and you really want to get to them quick, talk to your therapist, your occupational therapist, if you've had injuries, your physical therapist. And you know it's all in the diet. The strangest thing is that I see so many people not changing their diet. Like, don't run to Ozempic, okay? Don't run to Ozempic. Put in the hard work. At least try that first. At least try that first. Okay? Because when you stop the Ozempic, then what? Then what? You don't want to continue to take it and 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 take it. Do you? It's so funny because, especially in the AA community, man, you go up there, blood pressure's elevated. I was hurting, my toe was hurting, or my finger was hurting. I was just in a little pain. My blood pressure was up a little bit. Okay, what about the last time? What about 2 times before that? Okay, listen to me when I tell you that blood sugar's over 110 or 120, over 100. Oh, doc, I'm gonna stop eating. I'm gonna stop eating so much sugar. I'm gonna pay attention to the carbs, the processed carbs. All right. Okay. You do that for how many days? And sometimes how many weeks? And you can do it, but you have to stay what? DNC, dedicated and committed. You have to stay dedicated and committed. DNC, right? Y'all know I'm gonna come up with some acronyms, some short stuff, and don't be surprised if you hear it later. I'm never surprised now, especially about 3 or 4 channels. Never said it before in their lives, but they're gonna say it after that, and won't even drop down and say hello in your chat. But you're gonna hear them say it. All of a sudden, I'm hearing work that body, make sure you don't hurt. Come on, y'all, come on, somebody. Like CMA comedian Michael Allen would say, but at least I gave him his credit. See, you want to work your body, make sure you don't hurt your body. You want to work your body, don't overexert your body, okay? Don't overexert your body. Look at there, y'all. Something, one of those blooms I was talking about, just rolling. Just rolling. The wind is just pushing it. Just pushing it. The wind is just pushing it. The same way you gotta get pushed sometimes. When you're going up those hills, imagine someone pushing you. Imagine God pushing you up the hill to help you make it up the hill. All right? But he also gives us common sense and natural born God-given sense to know not to overexert yourselves. You want to work your body? Work your body. Don't overexert your body. It has been 38 minutes, and we didn't really do a power walk, but we've been doing a brisk walk, and we've hit those hills, right? We hit the grassy hills, okay? Just kind of think of it as like being on the beach. The sand of the beach creates so much more resistance than just walking up a concrete hill. That sand is going to create so much more resistance. That grass, it creates more resistance, right? And ladies, and gentlemen, it is spring. Flex those muscles. You don't have to look like the Incredible Hulk. You don't have to look like some WWE female wrestler. But get out there and do you some weight training, some resistance weight training. Tone those muscles. Tone those muscles. Get out there and do those squats. Boom, boom. Squats. And if you can't do regular squats, do mini squats. If you can't do mini squats, do baby squats. If you can't do squats, don't do squats. Maybe it's your knee, maybe it's your hip. Do what you can do. Or make sure you hold a chair. Hold a chair, hold the wall, hold on to a table, and do what you can do. You don't have to go into a 90-degree angle. Just do what you do. It's better than doing nothing. Keep moving. Keep moving. Do those lunges. Boom. How we launched up that hill. Boom. Boom. It's going to work other muscles that the squats didn't hit. Okay? And make sure that you do 12 reps in each set. Like I said, I'm about doing 12 reps. Now, some people will say 10. 10 is fine. Because then it's all according to what? Your fitness. 8 is fine. You can do your 3 sets of 8 or a total of 24. I tend to do 3 sets of 12 or a total of what? 36. Some people do whatever it is best for you. Do that. And if you would like to, go up, the more you do what you're doing, in the long run, you'll be able to increase those reps. You'll be able to increase those reps. So, again, we walk and talk for so many reasons related to health. But the most important component is the what? The walking, the movement, the moving. Work your body. Work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. Okay? Move one foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the other. And you can do so many things. Remember, complacency is a trait you don't want, right? Dedication and commitment. That's what you want to be. You want to be dedicated and committed. Complacency gets you what? On the couch. It gets you on the couch. That's what complacency gets you, on the couch, without the results that you want to see. Now, can you go and take a shot? Yeah, but why not try the natural way? Like I was just saying, when the doc says, well, I'm going to put you on this particular blood pressure medicine or this blood sugar medicine, you'll be like, doc, let's talk about this. Like, you'll be rationalizing and promising and saying you're going to be committed. But then when it comes to certain medications like as pertaining to weight, our folks jump on that stuff. What's going on? Now, if you need to, for health reasons that are right there upon you, and the doctor's like, hey, you got to do this. You got to do this. That's one thing. But if it's giving you the option to just try working out, changing your diet, decreasing your calorie intake per day by about 500, removing the salt, and just remember, just about every spice that you use is going to have sodium in it. Just about everything that you cook already has sodium in it. Stop adding salt all the time. You have to train your taste buds. I hear people all, my food got to have some seasoning. My food, okay. That's what mama and them, some of our mamas and grandmamas did. My grandmama would strip that skin off the chicken so quick. She would strip that skin off the chicken so quickly. But a lot of other people in our families, certain grandmothers, certain parents, certain aunties and stuff, first thing they say, my food got to taste like something. I got to get it fried. I got to have some seasons. That's okay. They got so much stuff out now. They got the air fryers. You don't even have to use any grease. You might just lightly spray some olive oil. Tastes so good. Sometimes salt is okay as well. But moderation is key. Knowing how much to use is key. Paying attention to how much sodium is in everything else that you eat when you start to prepare it. And in those seasonings, read those labels. It doesn't matter if it's a garlic seasoning, or whatever type of seasoning. You're going to probably find sodium in there somewhere. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And sometimes it depends on the brand. So pay attention to your sodium intake. Where salt goes, water goes. Okay? And we're not going to get into too much detail because we'll start getting into the health and medical and more and more and more. And as you guys know, people like to sometimes repeat what you say. And you don't want something you said repeated and mumbled out the wrong way. Right? There are some channels on here where you have licensed, certified, and registered people, and that's what they do. Nurses, therapists, doctors. And they'll give you a little bit more detail. But whoever you listen to, whatever channel you listen to, wherever you get your information from, make sure that you still do your research. Make sure that you're getting it from reputable sources. And the library is a hell of a source, y'all. I don't know why I don't see many people at the library anymore. I go to the library or to a bookstore. When you want some peace and quiet, go to your local Barnes and Noble. It may not be absolutely quiet, but most of them have an area where it's kind of just quiet. You know, go to your library. Go to your library. See, we want to walk and talk, and now we got to talk loud. Okay? Don't do something that doesn't feel comfortable to you. See, we can talk loud. So we're going to name the channel. Let's walk and talk loud. Because that wind don't be playing. That wind don't be playing, y'all. And I know the wind be knocking against the microphone or the phone. And I know that's so annoying. Because let me tell you, when I'm listening to other people outside walking, jogging, or whatever, that wind is something else. So I'm trying to walk next to the building, okay? Just said, sorry, I was recording, making some roasted chicken breast corn on the cob and broccoli. But I'm here listening, just not in chat. Okay, I got you, Jill. So sometimes you gotta talk loud, project. All right? Let's walk and talk just sounds cute, but it's more to it, okay? Can you project? How loudly can you talk? Can you sing while you walk and talk? Can you? See, a lot of times people just don't realize that you do things for reasons that are beneficial, right? Now, do I walk and talk loudly the whole time I walk? Heck no. Heck no. Heck no. Heck no. But we're 47 minutes in, guys. Thank you for being here, each and every one of you, because you could have been anywhere else, and I'm sure that you were multitasking, because that's what we do, right? We multitask. We multitask. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your multitasking. Okay? So before we cool down, what are we going to do? We're going to hit the hills again. We're going to hit the hills again. And let me tell you, don't just hit the inclinations. Don't just hit the inclines. You gotta make sure that you're doing it a certain way. And if you're just starting, just go slowly. See, we're gonna launch up this hill. Coming up this hill. Boom, 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 boom. Alright? Alright? Back down we go. Boom, 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 boom. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Back down. Alright? Hold on, y'all. Y'all, people be asking for directions. I don't be knowing what they be talking about. Okay? Alright? So we slow launched up the hill. Now we're going to get this hill. Boom, 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 boom. Sideways, sideways, sideways. Don't play with me. Okay? We're going to go sideways. Excuse me, y'all. Sideways. And then we're going to go back down. We're going to go back down. Right? Whatever you do, be careful. And whatever you do, if you're just on a platform, walking flat, be careful. Do what you can do according to your fitness level. Stop trying to be competitive with people that you don't know. You cannot compete where you don't compare. And it's not said to be ugly. It's said because it's the truth. I know how to shoot. You think I can compare with LeBron James? No, not even 40-year-old LeBron. Okay, okay, okay. You never know a person's history because they're on this app. Doesn't mean they're just another YouTuber, another subscriber. Okay, they may have been in high school in track, a track star in high school, a track star in college, football player, basketball player, gymnast, cheerleader, the military. Or they may have just been a very, very well-rounded and fit person. Football team, basketball team, softball team, baseball team, you don't know. And even those people, when they take a break, look, they don't just jump up and say, oh, I'm going to run a 5K today. A track star who has been on a break for 2 or 3 years, and definitely for longer than that, they get up and they train. They know their limits. They know their limits. And all they do is just get the mindset back into it. They get back to where they were. They get back to where they were. Y'all, I apologize for the wind that I'm sure it is tearing up this microphone, okay? But it feels so good. And thank you for those who gave me a thumbs up. I appreciate you for tapping that screen or for hitting those 3 dots to your top right. I don't bother you guys for thumbs up because listen, when you ask people for thumbs up, you better be careful. You might run folks off, okay? I'm just glad you spent a few seconds, a few minutes, or however long you spent the first portion, the middle portion, or the end of the live. Or if you just came through again for a few seconds. I appreciate a thumbs up. I know it helps the algorithm, they say. But, hey, you being here, I think, helps a little bit more by however long that you're here. And everybody is into it for these pennies. You will be amazed at what people will do for trying to get monetized for some pennies, okay? Okay? Now, if you hit a video that makes you an overnight success or a long-term success, just hard work, fine. Congratulations to you. That's what it's about. If you can get to that. But honestly, in my honest, humble opinion, the apps are meant for just what they say, just what the Copyright 107 says. Educational, informational, entertainment purposes only. With the extra perk of making money if you can. But some people get so stuck and focused on making that 70%, that 70% that they're willing to step on toes, pull you down in the bucket, jump over your head, and still maybe not even meet the threshold. Stop it. Stop it. I see why some people turn their monetization off. And now people understand why I never bothered to turn it on for so long. In fact, I turned it on and then turned it off. And after doing that, I started paying more attention, closer attention. And let me tell y'all, people be wilding. People be wilding. I don't know if it's just because it's a goal. Like I said, extra money ain't never hurt nobody, okay? I ain't mad at it. But some people will set their goals based on what they feel is your accomplishment. Okay? Stop setting your goals based on other people's accomplishments. Don't set your goals based on someone else's accomplishments. Because then you will become obsessed with being something that you're not. If you want to become monetized, set your goal on becoming monetized your way. Of course, look at other people, take cues, take pointers. But y'all, I have seen pure obsession. And it took a few of my family members to say, girl, let them birds be birds. Okay? Let them birds be birds. Because, y'all, my attitude, I tell y'all, we got flaws, right? Y'all remember when I say acknowledge your flaws? The patience of the okay? But I ain't gonna lie, sometimes social media helps you to become better. You may be worse at first, okay? Because you're already set a certain way. So you may become worse at first. Y'all gonna hear that one again, all right? See, that's why I always say stuff like that, because I like to be different. Everybody and their mama and grandmama walking. And it's so crazy to me, because I'm like, hell, I started doing it because nobody was doing it in my little particular area, right? You know, we got areas on YouTube. We got areas. Some people say sectors. Some people say neighborhoods. Some people say streets, highways, and byways. Now, people were exercising, but baby, that when they see that subscriber count, they see that walk and talk. That's when people let their goals become your goals. Don't allow your goals to be determined by somebody else's accomplishments. Let your goals be determined by what you really want to do. And sometimes a lot of us, are not all, because I pride myself on trying not to do nobody else doing. I hear you got a little saying, and I know where it came from. Some of y'all be acting clueless, like, well, maybe not. Nah, I know. I ain't fixing to go over there. Like I just said, shout out to saying that every day, all day, but trying to slide away, incorporate that into something. But the thing about it is, Michael Allen got everybody saying that now. Give the man his props. Whether you like somebody or not. I notice that a lot of times when a person doesn't like somebody, they don't want to give them their props. I'm like, yeah, that's not petty, because there's a lot of other stuff that y'all do on here, or people do, or we do, and the person that you're copying, imitating, would think that it's petty. And sometimes, it's so many of us, we're going to have the same idea sometimes. So that's why my family was like, and my friends who are on here, they were like, oh, that's obvious what those birds doing. That's why I be like, look at these big birds. Look at these big birds. You just got to let them big birds wallow. You just got to let them wallow. And that's why I always say, don't let people bother you. Don't let people bother you. You never know who's bothering them. And then what I do pay attention to is that they don't do it to certain other people. Sometimes a person will do something to you or be petty or nitpicky with you, but they don't do it to other people. So it's easy for other people to say, oh, no, until it happens. So it's like, especially this platform is like a playground. It's like an elementary playground. An adult elementary playground. And that's one reason I don't do my workouts on here. But I think maybe I should. I think maybe I should. Because I don't care what nobody says. Whatever we do, if 1,000 people do it, you still want something. You want it to be something different about the way you do it. I don't want to be a Stefford wife. I'm not a part of the football team. We're all dressed like his. I don't want the uniform. I want my own uniform. There's that music, y'all. He turned it down though. He's parking his truck. I don't want to be dressed like 11 other people in a line. That's just me. Some people like following. I don't want to be a leader, but I damn sure don't want to be a follower. I want to be solo dolo. I don't even want to motivate people, because you motivate people and it turns out crazy. It's like an obsession. They become obsessed. So what I do, motivate, encourage. They're synonyms, but there's a slight difference for me. Anything that you're already doing, or that I know personally that you've been doing, I'm going to encourage you. Or if you're talking about doing it, I'm going to encourage you. But please don't see me as your motivation. Don't see me as your motivation. Motivate yourself. Let someone who you really know, who really loves you, who you really love, someone who's a true mentor to you, let those people be your motivation. We're adults. Motivate yourself. Motivate your damn self, okay? Motivate your kids, your nieces, your nephews, and for those who have grandkids, your grandkids. All right? Motivate the youth in your community. Motivate the boys and girls at the local Boys and Girls Club. Motivate younger adults. Motivate anyone that you mentor, anyone that you love, anyone that you're related to. Anybody to motivate me unless they know me and they love me. Motivate yourself. Okay? What do I say? If you don't motivate, sometimes people don't have someone to motivate them. They may be thousands of miles from their family and friends, their real family and friends. They may be taking a new job and have some acquaintances. The job may be going a little shaky, a little rocky, and they can have over phone conversations, but just having that shoulder to lean on right there with you to reach out and say, I'm going to stop by. Or there's a difference in the phone, y'all. If you're 1,000 miles away from your friends and you talk on the phone, there's a connection that's there, but that connection is much different if you're 2 blocks away and you're on the phone. If you're 2 blocks away and you're on the phone, that conversation feels more at home, right? So sometimes you gotta motivate your damn self. Don't say I motivate you to do nothing, because I've learned that when I've seen that I have motivated people. That was what I would say. That was my goal when walking. These goddamn people start trying to be a duplication of you. That becomes creepy. That becomes scary. That becomes single black female-ish. Single male female-ish. Because believe it or not, there's been a male. There's been a male. So you just see, my attitude, my demeanor is, yeah, like my family say, let them birds be birds. But I block, and they ain't even gotta ask, because once you see that you can't be seen, then you already know. Jill says, right, motivate yourself. Hell, you grown. I ain't trying to motivate I'm only trying to motivate my kids, my nieces and nephews, my siblings, my young cousins. Hell, I got some uncles younger than me, nieces younger than me. I'm trying to motivate anybody who I can mentor, who I can reach out and touch, who I have a true connection with, who I know. Because see, I know the bad sides to them, that I just want to take them and just sometimes, but I love them. And I know the sides that I just love so much about them. But these people on these apps, that make you want to, see, So you don't have a connection to them, and they don't have a connection to you other than this app. So that's why now the word influencer is very much more appropriate, because that's exactly what happens. They're influenced by you, and that's okay. I like to encourage people to even push. But that motivate shit, nah. Even though it's synonymous, motivate, encourage, influence, they're synonymous. But there's something about that motivate. When I hear someone say, oh, I was motivated, I'm like, oh, no. I'm glad you feel that way, but that's not my job. That's not what because I have to sit down and sometimes you have to dissect words. And no one may feel this way, but that's how I feel about it. To me, motivators are a lot stronger than influencer. People are trying to, they want you, influencer, social media influencers, especially like makeup, cooking, these things, they want you exercising, they want you to do. I want people to do what's best for them. That's what's conducive to their growth, health-wise. But when you start to relate it to the actions on this app, nah, don't let me motivate you, because I done motivated some. They turn out to be crazy as hell. Okay? Everything that you do, they copy. They cock it. They cop it and they cock it. Okay? And I'm like, well, damn. I was trying to motivate you, but be original. Why is it so hard for 30, 40, 50, 60-year-old women to be creative? And men to be original? There's a lot that we're going to do that's alike. Don't get me wrong. But when you see someone just leave and try to cock your whole skilo, at that point, I'm like, F that. Let them motivate their damn self. You have to go create whole other channels to get away from some of these birds. Right? And y'all might be laughing. Some of y'all might be a little perturbed, but y'all know I'm telling the damn truth. You got to go and create whole other channels to get away from some of the birds. And not the beautiful birds, not the birds that are singing, chirping, talking every day that we listen to, that I ask y'all every day, do you hear the birds? Do you know why that free bird is singing? Do you know why the cage bird sings? Remember? Shout out to Miss Angela. But do you know why the free bird sings? Do you know why the cage bird sings? But guess what? You got some big angry birds too. And I'd be like, go on about your way, go on about your business. I found out you was an angry bird. You was an angry bird. You got to let them angry birds go. Because remember, they're not in the group, the classification that loves you, that you love, that want the best for you. They don't want the best for you. Now, at some point, you might have to think, what happened? What happened? The potential for the monetization. The potential for the monetization. Now I be seeing big boom, 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 boom. It's the bottom part. Boom. But, and I'm talking about, like I said, everybody walks. But everybody walking the exact same way, putting the camera in the exact same spot. Man, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. So I ain't motivating nobody. Because I don't take motivation from anybody. Unless it's somebody I truly know. Right? So we got time already flies. Let me start rushing. Look at it. We still even got the east covers out. Looking like fall in the house. Okay? Not only do we want to do cardio, aerobic activities, get up and keep moving, move consistently, be persistent about moving. Not only do we want to do that, we want to get some weight training in. Okay? Some weight training. When you wave and say hey to somebody, you want to minimize the flapping of the arms, right? Now, hey, it is what it is. Sometimes those arms gonna flap. It is what it is. What did I say? It's based on your gender, your age, your genes, your metabolism. And sometimes if you've been on the heavier side and you've lost weight, you will have that excess skin. Some people don't retain excess skin like that. Some people do. So sometimes those arms are gonna flap. All right, it's just life. But do the best that you can to get those arms, those legs as toned as possible. You know, pray about it. We talk about weight loss and fitness. You still gotta pray first, right? Okay. Okay, he's not gonna be loud. Okay. Still gotta pray about it first. Right? Pray that God moves you to the activities and to the things that help you. Right? So we're kind of cooling down now, but we're still gonna hit this heel sideways one more time. Alright, sideways, sideways, sideways. Alright? See there? You gotta hit it. You gotta hit it. And we're gonna go back down. Boom, 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 boom. It's not important. The steps are important, but what's crucial is the movement and how do you feel. I just put up a short. Let me tell you something. Look, we want to talk about steps, right? Everybody always wants to ask you about steps. Let me tell y'all this about steps. About 10,000 steps is roughly about 5 miles, okay? Roughly about 5 miles. That depends on a lot of things, though. How you walk. A lot of how you walk goes into that. Okay? So you may do 10,000 steps, but it may take you a few more miles. So don't focus so much on your steps. Focus on the fact that you're moving. Okay? Focus on the fact that you're moving. Focus on how you feel. Okay? Focus on how you feel. Because, hey, we're at 9,000 steps in an hour and 10 minutes, right? Right? We're at 9,000 steps. All right? Hour and 10 minutes, we're at 9,000 steps. And that's not including the work day, okay? That's just out here for this hour and 10 minutes. So do what you can do. Do what works for you at your pace. All right? And remember, whether it's exercise, your diet, moderation is key. You don't have to stay off the sweets. If you love your sweets, see there? An hour. So that's why, y'all, I can never really answer you guys. If I have my watch on or my Fitbit on, I can tell you. But I do know roughly that if you hit that 10K, not everybody, but a lot of you may have done maybe almost 500 to 500, maybe a little bit more. Not 500, I mean miles. And hopefully you've burned about 500 calories. But it still depends. It's individual. It's an individual thing. Maybe you only burn 300 calories. Depends on how you move, right? How you moved, how much you moved, how many steps you made. And even if you did 10,000, how were they? Were they with purpose? And I say purpose, I mean, was you busting it, okay? Okay? Now, that doesn't mean that if you were walking like this, that you didn't have a purpose, because your purpose relates to your fitness level, okay? So you got up and you moved, even if you walked like this, okay? You put one foot in front of the other, even if you walked like this. If you were a little bit faster, had a little bit more of a pace, and if you were brisk, and if you power walked it, okay? You moved. So when I say walk with a purpose, I mean walk with a purpose according to your fitness level, okay? Walk with a purpose according to your fitness level. Hey, you know you've been a couch potato, you haven't been doing anything all winter, then this is a purpose right here for you. Walking at this speed right here, you're walking with a purpose. Your purpose is that you got up off that couch, you made it your business for 15 minutes, especially if you're just starting back, 30 minutes or an hour, to just get up and keep put one foot in front of the other, to keep moving, to keep moving. And now you just got to decide that it's going to be consistent and persistent. Be consistent and be persistent about it. You got a DNC. You got to decide if you're going to DC. Be dedicated and committed. All right? You've got to decide if you're going to be dedicated and committed. Okay? So motivate yourself. Motivate yourself. Motivate yourself. Motivate yourselves. Okay? You've got to decide if you're going to DNC. Be dedicated and committed. Dedicated and committed. This could be your purpose walk right here. If you've been on that couch and you haven't been doing anything for months, this could be your walk with a purpose. If you've been doing it for a month or so, this could now be your walk with a purpose. Because the more you do, right? The more you know, the more you go. As you continue to walk, as you keep moving, the more you know, the more you go. This could be your walk with a purpose. This brisk walk could be your purpose now. 3 months in, this could be your purpose. 4 months in, you may be a power walker all the time. All the time. All the time. I power walk from time to time, but I mostly brisk walk. And sometimes, regardless of how long you've been walking or if you've been a couch potato, sometimes you just want to slow roll it. Right? You just want to cruise. You're just getting your mental in check. No matter what pace you're at, it's all about your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual well-being. But sometimes you want to focus on one a little bit more than the other. So sometimes you just want to walk and smell the roses. Walk and smell the flowers. Walk and look at the sky. Walk and look at the trees. Walk and look at the flowers. Walk and just hear the dogs bark. Listen to the birds sing. Listen to those birds chirp. Sing. Okay? The cicadas. You hear the cicadas? You just want to hear them whistle. So sometimes that's your purpose. Just to get into a better mindset, a better mental place. But no matter the pace, sometimes you can power walk into that, right? Power walk into that. Or just a moderate walk. Moderate walk into a brisk walk. You slow walk. Okay? It's still all about your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual well-being. See, my people left me, y'all. They always leave me. A lot of times I'm not by myself, okay? But they leave me and they stay within sight, okay? Y'all, so they have left me. They're probably like, so that's just what you do. That's what it's all about. It's not always just your physical. Of course, your health is your wealth. But over here lies pride. What do I say? Our health and our fitness are our wealth. Those numbers can look great, but how do you feel when you go up those steps? When you go down those steps? And if you can't do it, guess what? That's okay too. Do what you can do. If you can't do it, do what you can. And hopefully, with the grace of God, with God's grace and help and mercy, you will be able to do what you want to do. And if your fitness level is what it is, guess what? If you feel like you cannot cannot improve, guess what you want to do? You want to maintain, okay? You want to maintain. I think sometimes people get maintaining confused. Getting better is one thing. Once you've met those goals, you've reached your goals, short term and long term, then comes the point where you want to maintain. Or once you've gotten to a certain level, and that's the top level for you, don't worry about if it's lower than someone else's top level, okay? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You want to work your body? Work your body. Don't overexert your body. Work your body. Work your body. Don't overexert your body. Work your body. Work your body. Don't hurt your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. So don't worry about Sally Sue, Mary Jane. Don't worry about what they're doing. If you have gotten to a level, if you're a plateau, you do something different. And even if you plateau to a point where you're not seeing any more results, well, you could always try to feel better, right? So just kind of trick your body. Trick your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. So work your body, work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. Work your body, trick your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. Work your body. Work your body. Don't overexert your body. All right? Keep moving. Even when you have accomplished the goals that you set, just keep moving to maintain those goals, to maintain that place where you have come. Okay? So you guys know when I say it's the R words over here, it's the weekend, right? Make sure that you relax, release, relate to the things that you can. All right? Relate to the things that you can. The things that you can't relate to, they will work out. All right? Look to God to work those things out. Resolve the things that you can. The things that you can't resolve, look to God to work those things out. Remember who you are. Remember some of the things that you used to do that brought you joy. Revisit those things by doing them again. All right? Target reached. 10,000. 1 hour, 20 minutes. All right? So see why I don't focus on steps? Did you do a little bit better than you did last week? If you didn't, that's okay. Sometimes we regress a little bit. Sometimes you just got up to it, mentally, physically, emotionally. But did you move? And sometimes you don't move. But you better start back. Try your darndest, try your best, try your hardest to start back, okay? Try your hardest to start back. So again, for those that often ask, if you catch this replay, I hope you do. Hour and 20 minutes, we got in 10K. All right? We burned 500 calories. All right? 7.43 kilometers. Don't worry about that. Worry about how you feel. People are so eager to say, see, I've done these many steps. How do you feel? How do you sound at the beginning? As you walk, you're going to be a little bit winded. But don't lie to yourself. Tell yourself the truth. If you need to stop talking, stop talking. Okay? And just walk. Focus on moving. Keep moving. All right? That's the most important component of the two. The most important. Remember, reconnect, reconstruct, replenish yourself over the weekend, okay? Rebound. All right? Something made you bad last week, this week. Easier said than done. Maybe you can't get over it. Maybe it'll be a while before you get over it. That's just like a lot of things that happen to us early in life. But try your best to take that thing, put it, compartmentalize it in a positive way. Deal with it as best you can, but don't let it pull you down. And if it's been pulling you down, don't let it continue. Deal with it. Don't not deal with it, because that's when you become overly stressed with it. Deal with it the best that you can, then compartmentalize it in a good way. Compartmentalize it in a good way. And when it rises back up and bothers you, make sure that you master how to bring it back down, how to keep it calm. Let it be a reminder of how you don't want to be treated again and how you want to treat someone. Okay? So don't let people bother you. Don't let people stress you out. And if you find yourself in a misery lounge or around people who like misery, you know they say misery loves company. They're not always miserable, y'all. Sometimes they just like making other people miserable. They're not always miserable. Sometimes they just like making other people miserable. find yourself in that situation, grab your grip and go. GYGAG. If they're in your space, GTGAG. Let them grab their grip and go. Kick them out, put them out of their space. So you guys know that I wish you all peace, positivity, and prosperity, right? Because why? Without that peace, there's chaos. Without positivity, there's negativity. And wherever chaos and negativity hold hands, lock arm in arm, roam around, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. I'm not going to say that you won't prosper. That's not my call. But if you let that weigh on you too much, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. All right? So take care of yourselves. Take some time out of the weekend. Make sure, look, why off days? Why you got to have off days, right? Get up and move. Sometimes we get a little tired. You take an off day or two. But look, no off days. If you think it, get up and move. If you think I need to get up and do it. Right? There's nothing wrong with cardiovascular activity every day. Unless your doctor has restricted you and created a modified plan for you to only do it certain days out of the week. All right? So find some time for me. Me, when I say me, talking about you and me, find some time to enjoy yourself. Sit back and chill. Take 30 minutes to just relate, relax, release, resolve, remember. Remember that 4-letter word self? Put it in front of those other words. Self-love, self-motivation, self-dedication, self-commitment, right? Self-pride, right? Selfish. It's okay to be selfish sometimes. All right? Take some time out for you. Replenish, restore, reinvest in you. You know we put those family members first, right? It's okay to put yourself first. Put God first, of course, and everything. Put you first sometimes too, so that you can continue to put family first. Most of the time, okay? So I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lion's Pride original. Bye, y'all.